What's up, friends? It's Voltfire Core. We are a mere, 2 hours away, something like that, from the Pokemon DLC coming out, at least instead of my time zone being mountain time. Yes, mountain time. Very epic. But Central Pokemon Leaks, they did some data mining, and we have all the stats for the new Mons. So, I made the thumbnail a little early, and I was true, because as you saw, the thumbnail had 20 base stats, and then it was pointing at Regieleki and Regidrago. I'm just going to get into them right now since... Oh, Lord. Alright, here we are. Let's just move this up. Okay, look at that. Look at that disgustingness. Ew. Okay, first of all, A-Drive, or a bunch of other PokeTubers, they made videos showcasing a leak, or at least like a screenshot or something, showcasing the 200 base stats instead of attack for Regidrago and special attack for Regieleki. That would have been so cool, but unfortunately, well, unfortunately, but kind of not unfortunately, we got some pretty subpar stats. So we got Regidrago, which is slow as balls. Unfortunately, he has that really cool ability, well, no, that really cool move, that's going to do more damage if you know, you have more HP, so it's cool that he has a lot of HP, but he's still kind of slow. And then we have the opposite, which is fucking Regieleki, who's just disgusting. I hate that. I hate that so much. That is the highest speed stat of any Mon inside the entire game. That is 20 base stats higher than Deoxys speed, which is like the premier just like fast Mon. With a timid nature, this Mon right here, just like timid nature, no buffs to anything, is like 548 speed or something through my calculations. That is super fast. That outspeeds like a variety of just Scarfers just straight up. Absolutely disgusting. But other than that, their offensive stats are pretty, like they're fine. I think these will definitely be OU Mons. I think Regidrago will probably be like UU, and Regieleki, maybe he can have a cool move or something, like Whirlpool, or I don't know, something. He has that whole trapping move, but if he has access to Toxic or something, maybe. But he's not bulky in the slightest, like. And then you have Regidrago, which has a bunch of HP, but its defenses are, like, really bad, so... I don't know. I really thought these mons were going to be better. But let's move on to some funnier ones, because these are pretty cool. I was looking forward to these mons. We have other mons and their stats as well. Now, before I showcase all of these are the three regional birds, and Moltres has actually, like... It's different, okay? I'll show you the correction post later. But here are all the stats for the regional birds. And as we can see, we have some really weird stat distributions. So inside of Galarian Articuno, we have kind of basic, and then we have a pretty good special attack stat and a decent speed stat. Galarian Zapdos, my personal favorite of the three, has a very decent physical offensive stat. Pretty good, like, you know, pretty good bulk. And then he actually has the highest speed of all the Mons. And 100 base speed isn't bad, but it's not like insane, but still, I think this Mon could be OU. I think these others might not. But Galarian Moltres, as you can see right here, this is like crazy defensive stats. Not insane, but you know, that HP is pretty good along with that really good special defense. So people inside the comments of this post have been comparing it to like Mandibuzz. So, you know, it's a dark flying type. We got a new Mandibuzz coming out, but I'll also show you the corrected version of this as well. So here's the corrected version. It's exactly the same, but it has the base stats actually at the bottom. So 580, that's perfectly fine. It's about what I expected of a legendary. The next Mon we're going to be taking a look at is the Galarian Slowking. Now, Galarian Slowking is pretty cool. He kind of is exactly what I expected, kind of just, you know, bulky stats with some offensive stats. Now, I really wish he had more bulk, honestly. Like, he's going to have the Regenerator ability, so of course he's going to be, like, good, since all the Slowking dudes, they have Regenerator to some capacity. Well, just in general. And since this dude has a move that takes away 3 PP, along with the PP of the move already used, it's going to be pretty cool to counterstall. At least that's what I thought. Its ability sucks ass. I don't think anyone's going to be using that, since it's useless instead of singles, and instead of doubles, it only cancels the positive and negative effects of your party members. So, you know, if your main man, team member, did a Swords Dance, gone. Gone. Totally useless. Do not use that unless you're doing some really weird strategy for like Intimidate, but instead of a Dynamax meta where you're constantly trying to get like speed boosts and all that kind of stuff, weakness policy, terrible. Absolutely terrible. But he looks like a pretty subpar Trick Room setter, probably just going to be recovering and teleporting out or something like that. Alright, so now we're moving on to some heat. Now, I think you guys already probably know that there's going to be, like, spoilers inside of this, but these are the two new legendaries. So we had, like, Urshifu and Urshifu Rapid Strike. We have Spectre and Glacier, which, is a pure ghost type, being the Spectre Pokemon, and then Glacier, which is supposed to be, like, a Glacier, and they're both horses, kind of like My Little Pony characters. I'm not going to show you the pictures of them, since, you know, I guess that's a little bit more spoiler-esque, but, you know, you'll be seeing them very soon. But as you can see right here, this horse creature on the left has horrendous speed. That is some of the worst speed I've ever seen. Like, why? Why? It's an ice type, as you can probably tell by its name, but it has an ability, spoiler alert, that raises its attack every single time it kills something. How the fuck is it supposed to sweep when it has 30 base speed? That's like Slowbro level. Like, Slowbro, I don't even know what kind of level that is. Is that like Avalugg? I don't fucking know. And then we have Spectre, which actually looks pretty good. 130 base speed with 145. Why the fuck couldn't they do that to this dude? This dude has to have some kind of move like Rest or, I don't know, something crazy. They can't make him a physical attacker with those kind of stats. Even with a Choice Scarf, he's still outsped by everything inside the game. Terrible. I hate what they did with that. But then we have Spectre, which is going to be a top tier like Uber's Threat or something, since it has the, well, Glacier over here has Moxie pretty much, but a different name, and Spectre has Soul Heart, or Magearna's ability. So every single time it kills something, it gets a buff to its special attack. I think Choice Scarf on this thing is going to be really crazy. Anyways, let's move on to the next Mon. Alright, we're getting inside a big spoiler territory. First of all, we have Calyrex, which is that weird dome-headed like icon of the Crown Tundra. I'm not going to be playing it myself, but you know, it has that big chrome dome and those weird spaghetti legs. It's pretty cute, but look at these fucking stats. Disgusting. Disgusting. It's a psychic grass type. It's like shitty Celebi. It is shitty Celebi. Why the fuck did they decide to give it these horrible stats? That is atrocious. For a legendary, this thing's also like, it's supposed to be like the king Pokemon. It's supposed to like take over continents, and this thing's gonna lose to like a fucking X-Scissor on a bug type. Like a Route 1 bug's gonna kill it. Oh, like Savali has better stats, and Savali's like PU. This thing got a horrible typing, horrible stats, and probably a horrible move. But then we have his fusion form. So those Pokemon that I showcased earlier, Glacier and Spectre, those two horses, Calyrex over here, this very subpar Mon, actually grabs onto these Mons and just starts riding around on them. And that's pretty cool. But as you can see right here, he still has no speed. So 165 base speed is insane. But he's a Psychic Ice type, which is like really kind of bad defensively. I don't really think that's going to be taking many hits, since Ice is just not a good defensive type. Sure, it gets rid of like the fighting weakness, I guess, but like, I don't think that matters. It's still going to be dying to like a Rock Blast or a Flamethrower, probably even fighting type moves. Like, it has some defense, of course, which I wish they put inside of his speed, but they didn't. And then we have Calyrex Soul Rider. So we have like Ice Rider and Spectre Rider. This is the Ghost version. It turns into Lunalis type, Psychic Ghost. Like, it's pretty strong. Like, those are some good stats, like, all around. It looks like a serious glass cannon. Well, not like total glass cannon. It can take a few hits, but, you know, bad kind of typing since 4 times weaknesses. But, you know, 165, and it gets an ability that just raises a stat up when it kills something. I clap it up. This could be an Uber's Mon. This thing is probably going to be like a Kyurem Black, but like bad. I don't know. This thing looks worse than Kyurem Black. This thing's going to die, man. I don't know how to feel about these Mons. All I know is Calyrex sucks. They gave Calyrex Ice Rider form horrible speed, and I hate them for it, since I really like that thing a lot more than the Ghost My Little Pony. And then we have Calyrex Soul Rider, which I'll be using. I still don't like the design of it, but you guys will be seeing that soon. And then I think we have one more thing. Alright, so I showcased all the stats. As you see right here, I'm on a Mexican thing? I don't know. Tweets Quitardos? I don't speak that language, unfortunately. But I'm going to scroll up and I'm going to show you guys a picture. So, spoiler of one of the Calyrex forms, or the weird egg head monster deer spaghetti leg dude on the ghost horse. You guys will be seeing the ghost horse, not the ice horse. Right now, click off if you don't want to see it. There it is. It's got spaghetti legs. It does not really look like a fusion. It looks kind of cool. I hate the color scheme. Like, they didn't really change it to make it look like it fits. It's just like this green blob on this My Little Pony character with no ankles. So, you know, he was obviously inside of a gang or something. Got him knocked off. Where's that kneecaps? I don't know. But yeah, this Mon looks pretty cool. His other form is slow as balls. But Blunder, I actually was around on Twitter. ThunderBlunda777 made a post showcasing these. And oh my god, his reactions were priceless. He was just posting all of these, making fun of these terrible Mons. Terrible. Why? Why'd they make Urshifu so great, and then they have to give, like, 200 speed to a Mon that's not that offensive, 100, like, fucking HP with a Mon that, like, has 50 defense? That's bad. That's really bad on a pure dragon type. Why would they make a bulky dragon? Especially on a move. Like, he even has an ability that buffs up the power of dragon type moves. That's a waste of an ability. Give him, like, Regenerator or something. Something. Maybe, like, an ability that weakens the power of ice type moves and fairy type moves and dragon type moves. Like Prism Armor or something. Give him something. Why are they trying to make all of these Mons that don't deserve to be offensive, like these offensive monsters? Oh, this Mon has a cool ability, but he has no attack. This Mon has a million attack, but he's slow as nails. This Mon is just a 200 speed monster. And then we have this thing, which is definitely going to be the best out of the group. But off of the birds, I'm definitely going to be using Galarian Moltres, since it looks really bulky. Maybe like a cool AV set. Like, a dark flying type is just annoying as hell to go against. Zapdos, my favorite by far. I've already said this, but it looks like a chicken I have, or my only chicken that I have. Those big thick thighs just running around. It's really cute. And then we have Articuno, which, you know, I don't know how I feel about that one. But we will see when it is updated. I'll be making videos as soon as possible. But with that being said, guys, tell me what you think about these stats inside the comments below, and thank you for watching.